This is The Beat with Ari Melber, July 9th, 2019.
Stay with me. I bring in California Congressman Ted Lieu, who serves on the Judiciary Committee, which will question Mueller next week. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you, Ari.
Yes or no, have you read the report?
I have.
Yes or no, do you think Justin Amash is basically right that most of your colleagues have not?
I think he's somewhat right. It is a long report, but if you simply read the executive summaries for each volume, you can get the gist of it. So I at least implore my colleagues to do that.
Interesting, given the framework that we've been discussing. Your reaction to what you've heard from our talented lawyers here. Anything else you want to add right now?
Sure. So the Mueller report is very damning. A fair reading of it shows that the Russians attacked us in 2016, that there was some collusion and a lot of obstruction of justice. We need Robert Mueller simply to highlight the relevant portions of his report. We're not looking for a Hail Mary here. We just need a first down. Every week, we're progressing down the field, getting more facts to the American people, and we look forward to July 17th when he can provide a lot of this information directly to the American people.
What are you going to do and your colleagues going to do if, as we've found, he basically goes out of his way to not say anything that isn't already written in the report? I've just mentioned why I think, as an educational matter, whatever one's beliefs out there, it's good to have a forum for people in Congress and in America to understand what's in the report. Having said that, what are you going to do if he says, hey, I'm not going beyond the report?
I am totally fine with that. This report has a lot of very damning evidence in it. If he simply would highlight the obstruction of justice sections, he can walk the American people through how Donald Trump essentially committed multiple felonies as president in obstructing justice. We're simply trying to get the facts of the Mueller report out. We want to bring it to life, and Robert Mueller is a perfect witness to do that.
And Congressman, I want to give you the benefit of responding to the Attorney General. You are on the Judiciary Committee, which oversees the Justice Department. It sounds like he is of the view, the most charitable way I could put it, is he is of the view that he already knows what you and your colleagues are going to ask, and he knows what Mueller's answers are, and he's determined that it's all a spectacle. Take a look.
I don't think that serves any purpose, dragging Bob Mueller up if he, in fact, is going to stick to the report. It seems to me the only reason for doing that is to create some kind of public spectacle.
Your response, sir?
So why is Bill Barr so scared of Robert Mueller testifying? It's because Mueller is going to contradict what Bill Barr did in representing the report to the American people. Robert Mueller is going to show that there was a lot of obstruction of justice. And Bill Barr, when he represented this report, he really failed the American people. That's why I think Bill Barr is scared.
Maya Wiley, the last word goes to you, having walked us through this entire presentation. What do you think is most important for Americans watching who've heard about the Mueller report, who are obviously interested, if nothing else, to see how he sounds next week? What is the most important thing to keep in mind when we actually watch something that we in our reporting have said may be at times quite dry and careful? It's not going to be, from what we know, Bob Mueller coming out and saying, oh, there's one more thing I forgot to mention here. The president's a crook. It's not really how it goes down.
So the way this is going to work, I think, does exactly as John said and as Representative Lieu said, getting Robert Mueller to really focus his attention and just say what the report says in key parts. It's not the 448 pages. It's you said that there were people who materially lied, and some of them you brought charges against. How many others lied that you didn't bring charges against? I mean, you can ask the question in a way that focuses the attention and just asks him to answer a fact question. And walking through each one of those 10 primary instances of Donald Trump asking people to lie, fabricate evidence, just walking through those is I think not so dry. It's pretty powerful stuff. The other thing I would listen for is what he will not answer because of ongoing investigations.
Right, and that's a reminder that in the back of this thing you've got several referrals, and that is a legitimate thing both for fairness and for the prosecutorial strategy they have to not necessarily spill all the tea. Maya Wiley, John Flannery, and Congressman Lieu, who will be on that committee next week. Everyone, I think, is pretty interested. I appreciate each of you being part of our coverage tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it. We have a lot more to come, including there's new heat on a man that many think of as Donald Trump's